right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our man to watch, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him to the major leagues. He wasn't a top draft pick, so he likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers in the minor leagues. Still, I know this organization has said they were happy to get a chance to draft him, so maybe they feel he could blossom into a solid player someday. It takes a lot of hard work, resiliency, and determination to make it to the big leagues. His journey starts today, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. At the plate, Tyler Bones, as he'll get his first opportunity set. Here it comes. Rocket to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Tough second out. Carlos Guillen makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off, and in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this four-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Bowie Bay Sox. Put it away. Michael Maine will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't
throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding into the box, Tyler Bones. He flew out in his last first offering. To short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So it's one run on. Tyler Bones will try it again. 0 for 2.
Successful.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit. And that right there was his first hit at the Double-A level. Steve, that's got to be an exciting moment for him.
Yeah, with that first knock out of the way, he can now settle in and start working on the next one. Of course, he's aiming for that first major league hit, but he's got to start somewhere.
Darrell Jennings gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Here's Giannis for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Tyler Bones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Into the box now, Oliver Bordick. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Tyler Bones will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going.
It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can.
One run is scored. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, even though he's the #2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2.
He throws one pitch, he gets the save. That's a good day at the office.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Eric, who should we keep an eye on? Tyler Bones will stand in for the first time now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Tyler Bones gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on its way. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. No errors. Tyler Bones gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out. Here later on. Bouncer down the line. He's got it. And he's safe.
He's safe. Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Sean White, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Rain. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and Bowie is out in front, 3-2. Tyler Bones will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game as they push the lead to 4-2.
funny when you think about all the guys in this lineup that you have to worry about. This is the guy that has their 2 home runs. And normally I'd just say, hey, throw the ball down the middle and take your chances. But
well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros. Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is highlighted here, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Erie Seawolves and the Bowie Bay Sox. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Clinton Orr will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Bones comes up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Tyler Bones will come forward now, back in the line. This is hit high and deep out to left. Velasmil looking up, gone! A solo shot here to left, and this ball game is tied at 1.
So much for getting out to that early lead on the road. You can go ahead and kiss that goodbye. This pitch is just planted right in his wheelhouse, and you won't miss too often when you leave him there.
Alan Milton will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Plays that first now.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting 9th, catcher.
Derek Hill will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Chester Smith comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Ground ball left side. On to first to complete the double play.
And for as quickly as the tying run gets on base, he's taken away here on the double play. Just a big pitch right there and a very good turn at second base to get them both.
Tyler Bones strides into its way. This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So the show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Erie Seawolves and the Bowie Bay Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tyler Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his 2nd home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Tyler Bones steps into the box.
Second baseman.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Milton going back, and it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd of the game, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 1/3 innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Alan Milton will stand in here to start the set. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 20, Angelo.
Chester Smith will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
To short. To second. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Tyler Bones strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Bones.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Jennings giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Nearly a great play out left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Joel Guerra will stand in. hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he will beat the throw as he gets his foot in there, safe at the plate. At the plate, Michael Maine. He drew a walk his first time up. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit out towards second. Bones gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Sean White digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Darrell Jennings will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scoops it up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Tyler Bones will stand in, needing to do something.
Runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Leading off the inning, Tyler Bones.
Definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Guillen ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, I think it's pretty fair nowadays to call this guy a young phenom out there. He's starting to get some national press, one of the better prospects around, and he gives you a look right there of why folks are so bullish on his future.
Striding into the box, Oliver Bordick earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Tyler Bones will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. This is line to left, and that'll get down out there. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 3-2 contest.
He's driven in both of their runs now with that home run earlier and now the RBI double here. If it weren't for him, these guys would be sunk. So he's keeping them in the ball game all by himself.
Tyler Bones will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Stepping in, Ryan Flaherty. He singled his last time up.
Come on, big dog, we need you.
Taken high and deep to right. Cody going back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-4. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just shows coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Tyler Bones heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading up for the Bay Sox, second baseman, Tyler Bones.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging.
It'll get Tyler Bones will dig in here. He singled. Hot shot to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Fielder, Joel.
Tyler Bones will step in now. He singled twice.
Simple.
Hit down the third base line. And that's in there for a base hit. His third hit of the game. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him. Tyler Bones comes to the plate, and he'll start it.
Set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Boy, what a huge home run late in this ball game to tie it up. And you know who knew it was a home run before the hitter did? It was the pitcher. He knew as soon as it left his hand.
Tyler Bones will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball. The first offering. Here's a line drive, and this game may not stay tied for long. That's down for extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate around third and being waved on home.
He's in there.
And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Oh, and that's a swing born of confidence right there. With the game potentially on the line, he goes out there and just attacks this baseball. And they're going to take the lead here as he breaks our tie with a huge run-scoring triple.
Joel Guerra digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings.
Base hit right now here of any sort, but hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Enriquez going back, gone, a fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
He went up the middle, backhanded.
All right, tonight's AA Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our subject as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. His last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there because it obviously worked, and I'm sure the team hopes he has another big game. It always helps get your offense going when a guy is hot like that.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Erie Seawolves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Hey, for the first out. Clinton. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Right to him. 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Carlos Aguero will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Sent on the ground out to second. Bones. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with that, here's how the Bay Sox will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Tyler Bones will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
Second base.
Line drive, base hit left field. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
As soon as this ball left his hand, I think he knew it was going to be a base hit. He's not only angry with himself for giving up the hit, but now he's losing the game too.